All right, we are live. Instagram live, Facebook live, YouTube live. What's up? What's up, everyone? So, in this video, we're gonna speak about how you can make a diet that will get you ripped. Now, if you wonder which kind of diet gonna suit you best, what do you think? Which diet gonna work best for you? You already know that's the diet which you could eat every single day and which would be aligned with your fitness goals. So, if your fitness goals are to lower the percentage of your body fat, to build up that muscle, to get really ripped, you have to find the eating plan which you could eat every single day, which you would enjoy eating, which would be pleasurable for you. You don't have to starve yourself. You don't have to go on prolonged fast without food. You don't have to do some kind of juice fasts, juice detox. This is all so wacky stuff. You don't want to even think about that. All you have to do is to find a diet plan which would be aligned with your eating style. Now, today I'm not going to be talking about my eating style. My eating style is cyclical ketogenic diet, you know that. But I'm going to tell you how you can make a diet plan for you, how you can change the meals you are eating already now and to start seeing the best results on your fitness journey. Now, if you're somebody who don't want to jump on some kind of diet plan, you just want to eat the way you eat and start getting results, this video is specifically for you. So pay the fucking attention and take some notes because I'm going to tell you in single meal what to focus on, what macronutrients to focus on to get those results. We're going to also discuss the specific times of the meals. So some of the times going to be meal before the workout. If you want to have the biggest amount of pump in your workout, how to make that kind of meal which going to help you to get that pump, that feeling when blood is filling your muscles, when your muscles almost explode. This is that pump feeling. So I'm going to tell you also how to make that happen. Now, first things first, whatever your diet is, whatever meals you like to eat, you want to do certain changes, you want to focus on certain things. So, first thing is that every meal of yours must have the right amount of protein. And you can simply do that by, for example, if you're eating 4 meals per day, and if your daily goal is, let's say, an average man should eat at least 200 grams of protein per day. If you're going to be eating 200 grams of protein every day, you're going to start seeing better results than if you would be eating just 100 grams of protein per day. Because most people who don't track their protein intake, they consume something like 100 grams or even less of protein per day. So by eating 200 grams, you're going to be above of majority of people, and the results going to start speaking for themselves. So let's say your goal is 200 grams of protein every day. Now, if you're eating 4 times per day, this would mean 50 grams of protein in every single day. So you start eating your breakfast. Whatever you eat for breakfast, you must make sure that your breakfast meal contains 50 grams of protein. This way, you're gonna start your day smoothly, and it's easiest to separate the protein amount in every single day to be equal amount. So 50 grams breakfast, 50 grams maybe pre-lunch meal, 50 grams lunch meal, 50 grams dinner. If you're eating 5 times per day, then you can make something like 40 grams per meal. 40 grams breakfast and 40 grams in every single of 4 meals which goes afterwards. And trust me, when you fill your body with protein, this is the macro you want to prioritize. When you fill your body with protein, there is much less desire to eat some kind of foods which are not so aligned on your fitness goals, and your appetite also won't be, you won't be craving those other foods, because protein is making you feel more full, and it gives you that pump effect. So for example, if you're eating porridge, oatmeal for the morning, a lot of people eat oatmeal in the morning. So you want to have your oatmeal and you want to add either some protein shake together with your oatmeal, or maybe just boil some eggs and eat separately, your oatmeal and eggs in the morning. Um, one egg, one large egg has, usually it has 7 grams of protein. So if you want to get 40 grams of protein just from eggs, then count how many eggs you need to eat. You need to eat at least five, right? 5 times 7 is gonna be 35, right? So yeah, you can eat 6 eggs then. This is gonna help you to get that protein. You just count that in grams and see how many of them you need. If you drink protein shake, one scoop of protein usually have around 20 grams of protein. So 2 protein scoops, this would mean for you 40 grams of protein. Porridge itself usually has some protein in it. So 100 grams of porridge might have something like 10 grams of protein at least. So you can add this into account as well. Now, when you are eating your lunch, if you eat some rice or some pasta or whatever with some meat, uh, make sure that you eat at least 200 grams of lean meat. If you're eating either some steaks, beef, chicken, pork, lamb, whatever you're eating, 200 grams of lean meat gonna have 40 grams of protein. And some rice or pasta. Pasta you can also change, instead of some kind of simple pasta. What I would suggest you to check some lentils pasta or chickpeas pasta. That this pasta has more protein. If you eat some lentils pasta, 200 grams of lentils pasta gonna have around 40-50 grams of protein on itself. And if you combine this with meat, you get your protein goal much more efficiently, much more easy. So you're going to hit your protein target this way. Now, for dinner, a lot of people also eat, in Netherlands, it's called quark. In English, it's called cottage cheese. In Lithuania, it's called vorshke. And this is like, that cottage cheese is, it's like for babies, bro. Babies are eating cottage cheese. Cottage cheese, not every single product of protein is being absorbed by your body the same way. And for example, meaty products are being absorbed around 70-80% of that protein is really going to your muscles, going to your body. Eggs are being absorbed. 90% of the protein you're getting are really absorbed by your muscles. Like your body is taking that protein to it. But for example, that cottage cheese is around 60% of cottage cheese is only being absorbed. So, bro, it's like, it's not something I used to eat often just to get that protein in. A lot of people think that this milk product, this cottage cheese, this quark if you're in the Netherlands, this vorshke if you're in Lithuania, that this product is like bodybuilder's meal, but actually there is some protein in it, but I would not suggest you to eat or to focus on protein intake from that cottage cheese, because only 60% of it is being absorbed by your muscles. So you want to prioritize meaty products, eggs, and food like this to get that protein in, because your body also doesn't take every protein product the same way. So basically, if you're gonna make every meal something 40-50 grams of protein, you're gonna already win. You're already gonna see better results than if you would not be doing that. And pre-workout meal. Now, when you're going to the gym, if you go in the afternoons, you want to have at least 2 meals or 3 meals dense of protein already. The meal before workout, what I would do if you want to have the most explosive pump, so you do like this: you eat a meal dense in rice and in some kind of lean meat. You eat it 2.5 hours before working out. And then half an hour before working out, you drink your pre workout if you are taking pre workout, right? So 2 hours till 2.5 hours, you start eating before your workout, you start eating your pre workout meal. So this could be 100 grams of rice, 150 grams of rice with some 150 till 200 grams of lean meat. And then when it before your workout, 30 minutes before your workout, you drink your pre-workout. And what's gonna happen then? You're gonna have that explosive pump. The food you have ate won't be fully digested, but it's gonna be like almost digested, you know. And when you drink that pre-workout, it's gonna speed up the digestive process, and that's like the window when you want to smash the weight. You know, some people who don't know when to take pre-workout, sometimes they take it too early. So if your belly is still, if the food in your belly is not fully digested, and you take the pre-workout, it might slow down the digestive process. You won't feel those needles, you know, like itchy feeling sometimes, which comes from pre-workout. I like personally that feeling, you know. And the pump after that, if I hit the pre-workout and get that feeling, the workout is most often effective, you know. So you want to find that window when after eating the food, you want to feel that it's almost digested, then you drink the pre-workout, and then you go to the gym in something like 15-20 minutes until half an hour. During that window you want to already be smashing weights, and this is going to be the most effective workout for you, because what pre-workout also does, it's like it widens your veins, you know, and the blood is being carried to the muscles more efficiently, and with the blood, those nutrients which you eat before your before your workout, so those proteins are being carried to the muscles. That's how you get that good pump, you know. So you want to find that window when to drink pre-workout, when to hit the weights to have that explosive pump. And pump is also important to grow those muscles. You know, if you want to grow big, you want to prioritize that you also have that feeling of pump after your workouts. So to do that, if you work out in the evening or afternoon, you must have at least 2 till 3 meals dense in protein before going to the gym. So this would be breakfast, lunch, and maybe some snack. And if you work out in the morning, then sometimes it's beneficial to eat in the evening, more lately in the evening. If you work out on empty stomach before work in the morning, then have protein dense meal in the evening before you go to bed, and then after you wake up, you want to really like hurry up to go to the gym. You want to drink your pre-workout and go smash those weights, because still you're gonna get that pump effect from the evening before, from what you ate in the evening, because when you sleep, your stomach is also like going to sleep often, you know. So you still get that pump feeling then in the morning. You still have a little bit of that undigested food, which also helps you to have more explosive workout. So, bro, whatever you eat, you can eat those the same meals you've been eating. You don't have to change the diet, but you want to change certain things. If the products you've been eating been some kind of, maybe you've been making pancakes, then switch couple of ingredients. Instead of jam, eat some berries and add some sweetener like stevia or xylitol. Those sweeteners are like, those are the good sweeteners. You know, I consume myself stevia or xylitol all the time. I make either porridge, or if I eat some pancakes, those doesn't have sugar, and those taste really well. So by making a couple of changes in every single meal you're already eating, you can make your diet plan. You can like create your diet plan. You can eat the same meals, but they will be aligned with your fitness goals. So the first thing, every single meal must have protein, and where used to be some sugary ingredients, you want to change them into ingredients which doesn't have sugar. If you've been using some ketchup, for example, you can choose the ketchup which is without sugar. Now, for example, Heinz have ketchup which is there is written zero added sugar, and there is only 5 grams of carbs per 100 gram of ketchup. When every other ketchup is having around 20 grams of sugar, that's totally different. And simple substitutes, bro. No, I don't eat fruit. Somebody is asking, and I don't eat honey neither because honey have sugar and fruit have sugar as well. So instead of fruit, what I do, I eat raspberries or blueberries. These are the lowest glycogenic index, like fruit, like berries. They almost have no sugars, but they have antioxidants. A lot of people consume honey. They think that honey is healthy. They have antioxidants, but the big amount of honey, it have the same amount of antioxidants like one small blueberry. So that's the thing. Is don't get hooked on those. You know that honey, eat honey if you're sick or something. It doesn't work that way, bro. Much more antioxidants you can get from those berries like raspberries and blueberries. And instead of sugar, I highly recommend you to eat either stevia or xylitol or erythritol. Uh, those are those are sweeteners which are all right. Like xylitol, I like the best because it's also good for teeth, and also it's made of that tree blood. In the spring, if you cut the tree, it starts leaking with that liquid. I don't know how it's called in English, but that liquid xylitol is being made of that liquid, and it's for me it's the most tasty sweetener of all, and it works well with whatever I eat. So that's basically it. Every single food you can make to be more beneficial for you. If you've been eating simple potatoes, for example, you can swap them to some sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are like simple potatoes quickly becomes as sugar once they are being digested. Once it goes to your bloodstream, it becomes as sugar, and sweet potatoes doesn't do the same. They have more fibers and they are much more beneficial for you. So you can substitute that simple potatoes to sweet potatoes. Those, even though they sound like sweet potatoes, they are better for you. And the muscle mass you gain from sweet potatoes, they're gonna be much more like quality mass. You don't want to have just that dirty mass, like dirty bulk, but you want lean mass, lean muscle. So to have that lean muscle, you want to do those substitutes as well. Simple rice, I would change with either brown rice, or you can eat also black rice. Black rice is like, or it looks like dark purple color, like red color after it's being boiled. And that rice is like called like royal rice by Chinese. So this is some rice which only kings been eating in the past, and this has a lot of more fibers and many more benefits. So simple substitutes. Pasta. If you've been eating simple wheat pasta, you can eat pasta made of lentils. You can eat pasta made of red lentils, yellow lentils, pasta made of chickpeas. Those ones have also more fiber, also more protein in them, and they help you to get that protein goal in. if you've been eating some for breakfast, maybe that porridge which can be made in just with hot water, then you can change this into porridge which needs to be boiled at least for 5 minutes, because that porridge also has more fiber in it, and this means it's gonna be, it won't be becoming as blood sugar as quickly as the simple porridge once it's being digested, you know. So, bro, you can make your own diet plan, but what you want to focus on is cut out the sugar. Instead of sugar, aim for either berries, add some sweetener, uh, cut out the fruit as well if you want lean mass or if you want to burn fats. The fruit has sugar, and however, the fruit we are eating right now, the fruit which you can find in the shops, it's not the same fruit which our ancestors been eating. You know, it's like genetically modified fruit. Like for example, if you look some, you can Google the pictures how some melon or watermelon been looking some ages ago. It had much less of that red juicy stuff, and it had much more of green stuff. It had much more fibers, and it was like genetically modified. It's the same like, you know, your dog, for example, was a wolf before, right? But it became a dog right now. So it's very similar thing happened with the fruit, and not every fruit, even though it's like food of nature, it's not so beneficial, and it has a lot of sugar, you know. So ketchup even has more sugar, but the only thing you can do is you can find ketchup which is without added sugar. So I like the one from Heinz Zero. This has only 5 grams of sugar per 100 grams. Is 4 times less than normal ketchup. So this is also substitute. I mean, all the foods you can find a way how to make them in alignment with your fitness goals. Just you have to really get into habit of reading the energy level. So that nutrition information. In the other side of every product, you can have this information: how many proteins, how many carbs, how many sugars it has, and get into a habit before you buy something. Just look to the other side of the product you are buying and see, does it have protein? The protein must be in your every meal. So think about that, how you're gonna get your protein goal, you know. If your protein goal again is 200, then your every meal must have, if you're eating 4 meals per day, must have 50 grams of protein every meal. So before you buy something, before you prepare a meal, you want to check if the product you're eating gonna help you to get that protein goal. You know, the second thing you want to check if it doesn't have sugar. And best case is if you cannot find ingredient, if you cannot find a product without sugar, then buy a raw product and add some sweetener, add berries, make it yourself, you know. If you've been eating some yogurts, maybe they are dense in protein, but they have some sugars in them. So you can eat raw yogurt without sugar and simply add some sweetener, add some berries. This is gonna be the most delicious yogurt you ever ate, and it's gonna be aligned with your fitness goals. And that's the thing. That's the thing you want to focus on. And this way you can make already, you don't have to make many changes. Like you don't have to jump on specific diet plan. You can still eat what you used to eat, but you can make your meals to be aligned with your fitness goals. And this way you're gonna get you're gonna start seeing results on your fitness journey, you know. And you're gonna start learning the stuff which you need to learn is how to look, how to watch to that nutrition information on the other side of the product. This must be a habit, you know. If you want to start seeing results, you must just read that every single thing. You buy every single product you buy. You want to check that uh, that information diagram, how it's called, and just get into habit of that. You want to watch what you put into your mouth. You're not some baby, and it's important, and that's one of the habits which gonna help you to really get into better shape and just to be more aware of what you are eating. And this is not some difficult thing. You just have to get used to that. Before you buy something, check if it has protein, if it doesn't have sugar, and this means this something what you can consume. So that's basically it. That's the simplest way how you can make already adjustments in what you are currently eating and make it more aligned with your fitness goals so you start getting results. First thing, protein. Second thing, cut out the sugars. And later on, you're going to see, once you do those two things, you're going to start seeing better results. You're going to start feeling better yourself. Your workouts gonna be much more explosive because you're gonna get that protein in. You're gonna get those more complex carbohydrates. If you're gonna change your simple porridge with more porridge having more fibers in it, you're gonna see results that your workouts you're gonna have more energy to push bigger weight, and after that people usually start looking what else can they improve, what else they can do better, and that's the start, bro. That's the start, basically. Your protein intake, cutting out the sugar, and then you're gonna see that you're gonna be probably looking for more improvements on your diet, on your workouts, and everything goes like domino effect. So that's basically it. I'll let you all go. We speak tomorrow.